Technologies forced to get known what's proven imperfectly. Develop, reverse engineer the unknowing process, usher into destruction. It's been so long forgot. Death and children hand in hand, sexual weapons for the kill. Bombs incinerate.
Lyrics for Total Destruction record. Usually the process for me is that we get all the music together, and then I'll sit down and go through and just kind of listen to the music. As we're writing it, I'm already starting to work on ideas on all the tracks. You know, as every little piece and part, riffs, drum beats. You know, I listen to them and just kind of see what they bring out of me. You know, when I'm sitting down to do it, once we have the songs complete, you know, I'll sit and go through and really try to craft it to the tune as best as possible. I'm always writing for everything. I always have some sort of pad or paper. Now with my phone, I just always have notes in there. I write every day, so as I'm going through, I listen to these songs hundreds of times to try and find the best way for me to put my stamp on it. And I want them to be bangers. I want, you know, it's got to make me move the way I love music. And when you listen to so much different stuff, you just want to feel those influences in the stuff you're creating too.
Rising waters born out of smoke and fire. Heaven fugitives make hell on earth. Bomb and by bomb, sticking to while the devil sleeps, we build up, breaks upon graves upon graves.
We really wanted to make sure this is something special. We wanted to make the vocal stand out significantly and make sure that it was its own thing, and like anybody could sound good and could be good and this and that, but to develop your own sound and have unique patterns and all of these things is sometimes not always going to be able just as one person in one mind. And luckily we got a dude like TJ that was able to take a stab at the chopping block. And you know, TJ tried every which way, and I think we got a lot out of it by trying to do some of these more eclectic singing styles and this and that, to where I feel like we developed some of these things into creating what was already awesome, which was the TJ we all love and know. Each time just knock it out of the park, but with more tenacity, even with more inflection on each part. Like that was the main thing I think we developed out of TJ, was the inflection and just the attitude, the different voices I don't think he even realized he had. And we really, I think, developed that out of TJ on this one. And to just see where it came from the beginning and see where it ended was night and day. And he really developed it was a very big growing step for TJ and all of us, just to see, wow, look what we did by pushing the envelope. Like there were days where we probably wanted to pull each other's hair out, and that never happens with this group, but it was really rough, you know what I mean? So, you know, we're trying to pull some who knows what out of your ass, you know what I mean? So that's sometimes it's you drive somebody crazy to get that out of them sometimes, you know what I mean? Out of me, out of Rob, out of TJ, out of any of us. You got to be a little bit crazy to create something that's timeless, and that's where we're at here, and can't wait to show y'all.
As a writer, I guess, I always want there to be something in there, you know. It's just the way I'm wired. But, you know, you just get into it and you start thinking about, you know, I look around, I look at the world, you know. I write about the sexy shit, you know. Post-traumatic stress disorders and, you know, murder and the darker side of humanity, you know. Just the things you see, you know. There's a lot of corruption and hypocrisy in the world, and there's tons of love songs, and I don't know how to write them. So, you know, I just always pull from the darker side of things.
I fucked that up.
What?
I fucked that up for sure.
Great.
That you died us!
Getting the games done.
I try to write every song as if it's the last song I'll ever write, you know. So I want to make sure that the words, they have something in there, and put stuff with this music that Austin and Rob have created, and, you know, we've created together, of course, you know, but, you know, it's just so inspiring to push yourself beyond your limits, even into scary, uncharted places. So I get into the, you know, the depths, and, you know, you open up wounds that have been healed, and you look in there and you find out, you know, what makes you tick, who you are. And I think that it's important to me. So I do that, and I talk about, you know, the things that I see. You know, sadly, when you come from a dark place, you know, you got a real appreciation for the lighter side of life.
But and that's what attracted me to TJ, his voice, just this dominance in his voice, and this brutality that is just awesome. And I'm lucky. I'm so lucky in my life that I've had this track record of working with great drummers, singers, other guitar players, stuff like that. And TJ's the dream singer. Not only do we have this awesome relationship, but he's just a badass on the mic.
So deep the trenches inside us, watching wounds that unite us. Shadows but that still